A pleasant morning and a very warm welcome to the distinguished guests, delegates, parents and participants. On behalf of Indian School Dartmouth family, we welcome you all to the valedictory function of AVENIR 2023, Be Future Ready, the mega career guidance event under the aegis of Board of Directors of Indian Schools in Oman. We would also like to take this opportunity to pay our respects to His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq Al Said for his benevolence and support extended to the expatriate community, and pray for his long life and the prosperity of this nation, the Sultanate of Oman.
We would like to express our gratitude to our sponsors. Our silver sponsors, Kimchi Ramdas and J. deemed to be University. Our bronze sponsors, Kellogg's. Our support sponsors, Tijan Furnishing, Malamar Gold and Diamonds, Lulu Exchange, Muscat Pharmacy, Brilliant Choice International, Al-Raha and Hala Medical Center. Our school ensures the safety of all, which is our priority as well. Here we present the safety video. Please watch the instructions carefully in case of any emergency.
Welcome. Your safety is our priority, and this video is designed to provide you with essential information to keep yourself and others safe in this auditorium. We will familiarize you with the location of emergency exits. In case of fire, stay calm and follow the evacuation procedures. In the unlikely event of an emergency, our assembly point is the basketball court in front of the building. We have two emergency exits located on the right and two on the left side of the auditorium. If you happen to take the left exit, you will be led directly to the assembly point, and if you're closer to the right exit, you will have to go around the building to the assembly point. For any medical assistance, please don't hesitate to visit the infirmary. As you step out of the auditorium from the left exit, turn left and you will reach the ground floor corridor. Our infirmary is located on your left side. Our infirmary is staffed by trained professionals who are ready to assist with first aid, medical advice and health-related inquiries. As you step out of the auditorium from the left exit, move left. As you reach the ground floor corridor, walk down the hallway. You will reach the entrance of the washrooms located at both ends. We have separate washrooms for men in the left corner and women in the right corner of the hallway, indicated with signs. Thank you for taking the time to learn about our fire exits. We hope you never need to use them, but if you do, now you know where to find them. Stay safe and remember that being prepared is the key to safety.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chief guest, Dr. G.R. and the guest of honor, Madam Hanan al-Baluchi, have arrived. Kindly rise and welcome them and the other dignitaries. Kindly be seated. Today, we have gathered to celebrate the success of this incredible event, AVENIR 2023, that has given a unique opportunity to form a partnership between the potential students, parents, and the visionary educational institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, as a tribute to our motherland, India, and a home away from home, the Sultanate of Oman, please do rise for the royal anthem of Oman, followed by the school choir singing the national anthem of India.
We would like to greet our guests with potted plants to extend a cordial welcome to them. May I request Eddie Jacob Verghese, head boy, to present a potted plant and welcome our chief guest, Dr. G.R. Kiran, former Dean, Middle East College, Muscat. We would like to welcome our guest of honor, Madam Hanan al-Baluchi, Senior Supervisor, Supervisory Department, English Language Supervisory Unit, Muscat General Government, with a potted plant presented by Aisha Dawood, Lecturer. We would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to our inspirational speaker, Dr. Sangeet Ibrahim, by presenting a potted plant. May I request Aisha Dawood, Deputy Header, to present the potted plant. To invoke the blessings of the Almighty, do rise and join the school choir for the prayer song, Teri Panam.
चल Mr. Shalimar Moideen, founder and CEO of Sanager Group of Companies, spread across UAE, Oman, and India, has over 23 years of experience in the business sector as a management professional. His vision is to excel the quality of life around by focusing on human potential development through self-awareness creation and continuous improvement activities.
May I have the honor of inviting Mr. Shalimar Moideen, Chairperson, AVENIR 2023, and the Vice President and Head Academic Subcommittee of the School Management Committee to deliver the welcome address. I kindly request our Student Council members to escort the Chairperson, AVENIR 2023, to the dais.
It's a matter of great joy and pride for me to greet a galaxy of great minds on behalf of Indian School Darset, Oman. Before I begin, let us recall the profound gratitude His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, who inspires everybody, including the Indian diaspora. We pray for his good health, and we are grateful for the many good deeds he has done for the nation ever since he has access to the throne. I'm here with immense pride on this valedictory function of the 6th edition of AVENIR 2023, organized by Indian School Darset under the aegis of Board of Directors of Indian schools in Oman. This event has been a journey of teamwork, dedication, excellence, and perseverance of a lot of teachers and school management committee, as well as board of directors and students as well. And this function highlights our yet another success in organizing an event in such a big magnitude. AVENIR 2023 isn't merely an event. It is a treasure of immense career opportunities way ahead of our students in the coming years. It has acted as a compass, guiding our students to take a clear path in their career journey that waits beyond the school's walls. Within these halls of junior as well as the senior and junior school auditoriums, we have found by this time a lot of dreams were nurtured and passions were ignited, ambitions were fueled. I am privileged to extend a warm welcome to the dignitaries who are present here, taking time off their busy schedule to grace the occasion. At the outset, with great pleasure, I extend a cordial welcome to our chief guest for today, Dr. Jia Kiran, former Dean, Middle East College, Muscat. The guest of honor for today is Ms. Hanan Al-Balushi, the Senior Supervisor, English Language Supervisory Unit, Muscat General Directorate. On behalf of all present here, I welcome you, ma'am, from the core of my heart. A cordial welcome is extended to Dr. Shivakumar Manikyam, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian School, Muscat, Oman. A hearty welcome is extended to the inspirational speaker, a person with a purpose of inspiring million people, Dr. Sangeet Ibrahim. A cordial welcome is extended to Mr. Shamir PTK, the Vice Chairman, Board of Directors, Mr. Sirajuddin Nahalat, and other esteemed board members, Senior Principal and Educational Advisor to Board, Mr. Vinobha. Members, President of School Management Committee, Mr. Vijay Sharvan Shankaran. All members of my School Management Committee of Indian School Darset and from other schools. Principal, Mr. Amar Srivasava, along with the principals of other Indian schools in Oman. Benevolent sponsors and media administrators, teachers, parents, and students of various Indian schools in Sultanate of Oman. We cherish your partnership, collaboration, and support, without which it would not have been possible to organize this mega event. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sirs and madams. The future of our country is in the hands of today's children. They will grow up to be the citizens of our beloved nation tomorrow and make it a good place to live. And they make us proud enough. May they achieve great success, recognition, and fame, along with human values, so that they may contribute using their head and heart to make the world a better place to live in. In closing, let me leave you with a quote by Steve Jobs. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Thank you, and may your endeavors be as fulfilling as your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the encouraging words. May I request our student council members to escort sir back to his seat. Dr. Shivakumar Manikam is an innovative educational leader with more than 25 years of experience in teaching, administration, and research. As the chairman of Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman, Sir has taken up many initiatives in the educational front and have been well appreciated and recognized. He has given a lot of emphasis on preparing children for facing the challenges of the 21st century by introducing teaching methodologies that incorporate ever-developing technology.
I deem it my privilege to invite Dr. Shivakumar Manikyam, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman, to address the gathering. May I request our student council members to escort the Chairman, Board of Directors to the dais.
Chief guest of the function, Dr. G.R. Kiran, former Dean, Middle East College. Guest of honor, Madam Hanan Al-Balushi, Senior English Supervisor, Ministry of Education. My colleagues on the board, Mr. Shamir PTK, Vice Chairman of the board, Mr. Sirajuddin Alat, Director, Senior Principal and Educational Advisor, Mr. Vinobha MP, President and Director, Mr. Vijay Saravanan, and other esteemed members of Indian School Darset Management Committee, Principal Mr. Amar Srivastava, Principals of other Indian schools, Vice Principals, Assistant Vice Principals, teachers, and my dear students. A very good morning. At the very outset, the Fraternity of Indian Schools in Oman gratefully acknowledges the benevolence of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq for his kindness and generosity shown towards Indian diaspora. We also thank Ministry of Education, particularly the International Schools Office, for guiding us in all our educational endeavors. An array of eminent speakers across the globe presented their valuable thoughts since Thursday. A large number of parents and students have already visited the AVENIR Expo, which is happening at Hotel Al Falaj. I am confident the insights shared by these great personalities from different domains and walks of life will create pathways to the future of our students, as the meaning of the word AVENIR indicates. The resource persons from various universities enlighten our students and their parents on the prospective courses available to steer ahead in the present circumstances. We also have with us this morning Dr. Kiran G.R., Dean, a former Dean of Middle East College, an academician and administrator par excellence. And we are happy to know that he will be sharing his insightful thoughts for the benefit of our student community. Indian schools not only provide quality education, but also show the right way to the future for the students. AVENIR plays a pivotal role in this regard. It provides guidance to the students, the courses to take up to make their future pleasant for them. We have also conducted the psychometric assessment to help students to identify their career path. More than 3,000 students have registered, and the ongoing examination will provide a comprehensive report that will help the students to identify their strengths, weaknesses, and suitable career options. I also congratulate Indian School Dorset Management Committee, principal, and staff on the successful completion of AVENIR 2023. And may the efforts that you have taken be beneficial to all our student community in the days to come. And in particular, the Indian School Dorset has taken up this initiative and implemented many new additions to this program. I wish you all the very best, and I request all students to utilize these opportunities to get in touch with all potential institutions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your insights have been truly inspiring. May I request our student council members to escort sir back to his seat. As we look back over the past 2 days, we are reminded of the countless connections made, the discussions held, and the promising opportunities that have unfolded. AVENIR 2023 has been a bridge between aspirations and achievements, linking potential individuals with organizations that value innovation, diversity, and excellence. Let us take a glance at the career talks held offline and online and the Career Expo organized.
Dr. G.R. Kiran, with a PhD in Information Systems from the London School of Economics and Political Science, UK, is a distinguished academic and professional. He completed his MPhil in Applied Economics at Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. He received his MBA from the University of Kerala and a BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from the College of Engineering, Trivandrum. With over 27 years of experience, Dr. Kiran has made noteworthy contributions to higher education management, teaching, research, employability initiatives, strategic policy development, quality assurance, governance reforms, e-governance, and ICT for development. Formerly the Dean of Middle East College in Oman, one of the leading higher education institutions in the Sultanate, Dr. Kiran played a pivotal role in elevating the institution's academic and research standards. Under his leadership, MEC received the highest rating for teaching quality and research performance from the Oman Accreditation Authority and was ranked as the top private higher education institution for graduate employment by the Oman Economic Review. He has been on the panel accrediting universities and colleges in Oman and has been chair of such panels for 3 universities. Dr. Kiran is currently the Vice President of the Oberil Global Higher Education Association Network based in Barcelona. He also has extensive experience managing governmental, e-governance and ICT projects in Kerala, including the Akshaya Telecenter project, the largest ICT for development project globally. His global travels have allowed him to present and publish papers internationally and better understand the world.
With utmost reverence, may I invite the Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Dr. G.R. Kiran, former Dean, Middle East College, Muscat, to address the gathering. I extend the invitation to the Principal to accompany the Chief Guest to the stage.
Slides and clicker or something. Slides and clicker. Yeah, I've got a slide. Okay. They would change, is it? Okay. I'm okay with this. Can I get a thermos? Yeah, that's it. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Dear friend Dr. Shivakumar Manikim, Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian Schools, Madam Hanan Juma Al-Balushi, our guest of honor for today, Mr. Shamir PTK, the Vice Chairman, Board of Directors, Indian School, the young and dynamic. Mr. Vijay Sharavanan, the President of the School Management Committee. Mr. Sirajuddin, the Director on Board of the Indian Schools. Dr. Sangeet Ibrahim, the keynote speaker. Mr. Amar Srivastava, Principal, Indian School, Dasait. Esteemed members of the School Management Committee, principals of other Indian schools, vice principals, teachers, parents, and my dear students. I'm a bit worried talking to you today for far too many reasons. Something that I raised with the chairman a few days back. I really don't know what to talk. And then, after seeing the eminent set of people who have spoken to students, I'm even more confused as to what I should be speaking. And this event is all about the future. And I was preparing something yesterday, and it's already in the past. We all know that we are going through times of turbulence and rapid changes. And I've taken the AVENIR extremely seriously over a period of time, thanks particularly to Dr. Shivakumar. So 2 years back, in one of the AVENIRs, he spoke about employment opportunity. It was about becoming a professional sleeper. I took it extremely seriously. I took it so seriously that from being the Dean of Middle East College, I've now become the former Dean of Middle East College. When I resigned from Middle East College, my mother asked me, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "I'm going to sleep." She was not surprised, but at my age, she thought I was going into some higher order philosophical sleep, the jnana nidra. But she was worried. She called my sister and said, "Your brother is into something." So my sister called me, and I said, "I'm going to be a professional sleeper." And she was quick at it, and she said, "When were you an amateur sleeper in the first place? I mean, you're always a professional sleeper." My sister was the dean of Trivandrum Engineering College and then the principal at Thrissur Engineering College. I'm saying that because I'm now certified professional sleeper. So after Dr. Shivakumar talked about it, I took it very seriously. Can I have the next slide? So I went and checked on this, the possibility of being a professional sleeper. But I was not qualified enough. There are millions of others who are good at it. Now, jokes apart, this is not an advertisement that you would see 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And many of you sitting here, just in case you're getting inspired to do this, that's not why your parents are sending you to the school. But there are professions which are coming up in a big way. I'll give you another one. To be in a queue is a new profession. And we are very good at it. We are so good at it that we start practicing for it even before we are born. I haven't found out, but I know for a fact that my wife was in a queue as she went into the labor room. So my son started practicing that even before he was born. So those are the kind of professions that are emerging. Absolutely amazing. Something that none of us could ever think about. But why is this happening? This is happening because you have a range of things happening over a period of time, particularly in the last 20 years. I'm not going to the details, and don't worry, I'm not going to ask you what is globalization and all. But all of that has changed the way the world is. And particularly, I will go into the pandemic as a start. And before I talk about the pandemic, and I'm not going to the details of the pandemic, thank God we are here today. Thank God we are here today, and we are not on the other side where people lost a large number, in large numbers across the world. But what the pandemic did from the world of work perspective is to accelerate the whole process. So before the pandemic, there was this discussion about around 50% of the jobs as we know today perishing. They have now increased that to 66%. So by the 2030s, around 66% of the professions as we know today wouldn't exist. 30% automation, acceleration has happened because of the pandemic. So it's got more accelerated. We all know that. And then 25% of people would require reskilling at every point in time. The potential boost to global GDP by 2030 is estimated to be around 15 trillion. And for the first time in the history of humankind, the time spent on current tasks at work by humans and machines will be equal by 2025. For the first time in the history of humankind. As I said, 66% of the jobs would become obsolete. 133 million new jobs would be created. So you don't have to worry. 133 million new jobs would be created. 75 million jobs would be displaced. Up to 375 million workers, about 14% of the global workforce, might need to switch occupational categories by 2030. Between 400 million and 800 million individuals would be displaced by automation and the need to find new jobs by 2030. So there's a huge change happening across the world. As I said, it's turbulent times and things are all changing. 50% of the jobs, as we know it. We are not talking about jobs, but category of jobs. The 50% of the category of jobs as we know today is going to change. But is that something new? Well, not really. That's always been the case. That's from 1924, isn't it? Yeah. March of the machine makes idle hands. So there are studies, academic studies, which show that every 50 years, around 50% of the jobs are lost in any case. So what is so different now? What is so different now? If that was always the case, what is so different now? There's something very different now, and that is on account of the changes and the innovation cycles which are happening. So if you look at the history of innovation cycles, the first wave took 60 years. The second wave, the steam power, first was the water power, the steam power, then comes electricity, petrochemicals, the digital network, and now the AI. And you can see that the period of those cycles are shortening, which means the changes that are happening are much more rapid. And the key breakthroughs that we have seen during those periods are substantially different from what was happening in the previous era. All of that leads to a situation where I have all the sympathy for the faculty members as well as students. You have to be taught and you need to study for technologies that do not exist today. You have to be prepared and you need to prepare for jobs that do not exist today. You have to be taught and you need to learn how to solve problems that do not exist today. That was not the case with me and my generation. We pretty well knew what were the problems in the world. Though once we reached there, there was not the actual problems, but at least. So my father worked for Government of India in the Indian Information Service, which he joined at the age of 18 and retired by the age of 60, went up the ladder, but in the same service. So he was a government official. My generation, bulk of my friends joined the software industry after our engineering, then continued, moved to Bangalore and to the US. Except for very few, including me, the rest of them have been in the software industry. They have changed companies, but they never changed the sector. They moved from company A to company B to company C and company D, but they were in the same sector. There were exceptions, but more or less. But this generation, the generation that we have, Fifty-five, 56. I'm talking about you leaving till the age of 100. And most of you would be 15, 16. You have 85 more years. What are you going to do? What is the technology and the job in 10 years' time, 15 years' time, 20 years' time, 30 years' time, 40 years' time? We have absolutely no clue. Absolutely no clue. So in a time of such ambiguity, how do you prepare yourself? If you thought you would be that engineer like your elder, or like your father, or a doctor like your mother, well, the doctor of tomorrow is not going to be the same. Bulk of what our doctors are doing, the AI can do. Bulk of what the engineers can do, AI can do. So what is it? How do we prepare ourselves for the future? I'm not here with any great solution, but to point out that it's time for us to think a little differently. Of course, this is accelerated by the technologies, and that's the key thing that is making a huge difference to the way we are thinking about things today. So it's not just the fact that it's a natural change, incremental change which is happening in the world. It's very disruptive, so disruptive that we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. And then there is the emergence of the new world of work. So one is in terms of the technology, the other is in terms of the world of work and the nature of the world of work. And I want all of you to reflect on the difference between the two. One is to talk about technological changes, AI. Let's take education, for example. How can AI help education? And how is it going to fundamentally change the way delivery, assessment, and content is going to be created? So that's one way of looking at it. So you're looking at the implication of technology on a sector. Okay, that's going to change the way we do things. The other is to look at how is it going to fundamentally change the sector. Unfortunately or fortunately, nobody talks about that in the context of education. With AI and technology coming in, do we need to teach many things that we're teaching today? Do we need to provide the kind of skills that students don't require any longer in the future? In which case, you need to fundamentally change education. It's not about using AI in education. For example, people talk about, I had a vendor who approached us when I was the dean of the college, saying that you can now use AI for attendance monitoring. Isn't it? I mean, you can use AI for attendance monitoring. But when you have AI, you don't need attendance monitoring. So it fundamentally changes the process. You don't need AI to do attendance monitoring because there are multiple other ways in which it can be monitored. Because I'm not interested in whether a student is sitting in the class. I'm interested in whether the student is learning, and the AI can make sure that that's actually happening. So you fundamentally change the process. With the world of work today, that's already happening. Number one is the restructuring of companies for efficiency. So you would have changes to industry structures or smaller companies coming up in a big way, skills and competencies that contribute directly to the bottom line. So people are looking at how do we improve efficiency. And all of you are blessed to have on the student management committee, on the boards of directors, people from the industry. And it's very important that students engage with them and understand and learn. And I'll talk about it a little later. Can we move on? There is a shift to skill-based hiring. Studies in the US show that it's only around 11% of the CEOs who really believe that academic degrees are important, or they bring the value they actually say they bring. In other words, you could be recruited based on the skill sets that you have and not necessarily based on the degree certificates that you carry with you. So that doesn't mean that you don't have to go for higher studies, and you will have to prove that you have what the degree actually promises. The other is the mobility of talent. One, particularly with COVID, those of you who are into economics, and I don't know how many of you are in economics, you would have looked at the different implications of globalization and mobility of capital, mobility of labor. All of that was key characteristics of globalization, and it has continued. But with COVID, that mobility has taken a different role. You don't have to even physically go to some place. And that is one of those. Remote work has happened. Top talents can glide across jobs, industries. There are multiple jobs. The easy one to point out is regarding the tuition centers. Some of you would probably know that the tuition centers in India starts early morning because they are catering to students in Singapore. And then by afternoon to Indian students. And by evening to GCC, and late evening to students in the West. So it's gliding. The talent is gliding across continents without any problems. And estimates show that we talked about how you're going to change your jobs. Youngsters, just go back for the youngsters of today will hold between around 12 to 15 jobs in their lifetime. Between 12 to 15 jobs. And we are not talking about changing from software company A to software company B and to software company C. We are talking about a disruptive movement of changing from one company to another company, doing something that we don't know today, to another. And so you're going to take up between 12 and 15 jobs. So if you thought that you would do your engineering or a medicine or a degree and then end up in a job for life, sorry. Not even in government. Not even in government. That's gone. So there is a huge talent shortage, and that shortage, global shortage, is taken care by talents from across the world. And you can see the kind of migration, physical migration, but also the online migration which is happening. So this is the characteristics of the world of work. The other is the rise of work and the decline of employment. Going back to my example of my father, from 18 years till 60, and then me. But the next is the gig economy. People taking up temporary, looking at independent workers, micro entrepreneurs, doing a small portion of what you need to do. Going back to the tuition center, a very good example. Whether it's good or bad, it's a different matter. I'm not, under any circumstance, promoting tuitions. And it's not good. It's not good for far too many reasons. It inhibits individual learning. But the model is interesting. Because the same faculty, I talked about teaching in Singapore and then in India and in the Gulf and in the West. But that faculty, the tutor, is not teaching on his own or her own necessarily, but through another company. And switches companies. In the morning, he or she is with one company. In the afternoon, with another company. By evening, it's with another company. That's the gig economy today. And this is not about the future. That's what I'm trying. This is not about the future. This is an advertisement available today. Hire flexible talent, or you can sign up for a flexible job. Available today. And this is available not just for all of us in the first, second, or third row, but all of you. A lot of this work is undertaken by students, graduate students, flexi jobs. So sitting in Oman, I know my students in the college who are doing projects for American companies, sitting in Oman. Something which was not possible many years ago. Software. But they are working on projects, and not as interns, they're working on projects as employees with American-based companies. In India, college students work for Google, for Microsoft, all the time. Gig economy. So that organization man where you enter and you retire as an organization man is no longer there. Can I? Yeah. I think there are many characteristics, but I wanted to point out a few things. The central importance of digital skills, because organizations across all sectors are evolving into technology companies, from agribusiness to finance to manufacturing. There's hardly any business, any sector that does not use digital today. And so, employability, people talk about soft skills. Your communication skills are important. Teamwork, the ability to communicate in a group is important. All of that is right. But in today's world, that has to be digital. Do you have the capability to communicate over a digital platform? Do you have the capability to work together over a digital platform? All of those soft skills are required across the digital platform. Okay. So there is this T-shaped skills model, nothing great. It's just that when we come from academia, we want to use some model or the other. I mean, we get a kick out of it. The horizontal are those skills which are independent of sectors. Okay, whether you become a doctor, engineer, whatever kind of profession. I don't know why I'm using doctors and engineers to begin with. That shows how much I am in the past, you see. That's another challenge. When I was trying to, these days when you make a presentation to students, and particularly talk about careers, you feel how much you are in the past. These guys know much better. Yeah, absolutely. And those skills, the horizontal ones, are the ones which are independent of the sector. And the vertical one is about the sector and where you go into the depth of how much you know about those particular sector. We move on. And I have, over a period of time, gone through a lot of literature, a lot of what others have talked about, experts who have talked about it. And my own way, try to bring those horizontal skills under 7 categories. The reason why I'm talking about the horizontal skills is because it's independent of the sector. And these are skills which will help you shift jobs. Irrespective of where you are now, if you want to move and you have these skills, then you would be taken care throughout life. So if you want to future-proof yourself, these are the skills that you need. One is the growth skills, and I'll come to that. Growth skills, resilience, attention management, critical thinking, creativity, social intelligence, and impact. Quickly go through it. I wouldn't take more than 5 minutes, and I'll finish this. Can I have the next slide? I'm putting these three things together. So what are growth skills? People talk about lifelong learning, talk about the ability, the flexibility, adaptability, learning agility. I'm putting that together. You need to know why are you doing it. Because growth skill is about identifying opportunities all the time. Growth skills is about identifying opportunities. If you're not sure about that, why do you have to learn? I mean, so it is the growth skill. It is the growth skills that you need to have, which means you're learning all the time, but that's because you have opportunities in mind. As much as you're moving forward, galloping forward, identifying opportunities and doing things, you also need resilience. You need to have it's not about, the other is not about risk taking, it's about galloping, new opportunities, because it's changing every day. And then you have the resilience. But also very important is attention management today. You have so many gadgets, so many things, so many information, so many ways in which you would lose focus. And so it's very important that you, just for all of you to know, I mean, the in thing these days. So all these pictures are AI generated, just for you to know. So the previous one is about juggling. So when you juggle, you have to have your attention, but you're also learning every time. And some of that will fall down. You have a resilience. So it's just talking about that. So putting that together, growth skills, resilience, and attention management. Similarly, critical thinking, creativity, and social intelligence. Why? It is always important. Why is critical thinking important today? Was it not important yesterday? It was always important. Critical thinking is important today because AI is replacing a lot of the thinking even otherwise, or what we refer to as cognitive skills. So we always focus on cognitive skills in school. And people talk about analysis, but AI is replacing that. So you need to have a much better critical thinking to come up with decisions. AI produces before a professional what are the different possibilities, and you have to take a decision. Creativity. Why creativity? Creativity has always been important. I think ever since human beings have been there. Creativity is to come up with new solutions to problems. And some of the problems that you're confronting today and the problems that you will confront tomorrow are very different from what it was earlier. But it's also because what is creative now, this second, is no longer creative the second after. Because if it is that creative on the web, everybody knows about it. It's no longer creative. You have to come up with a new and innovative creative idea if you want to go forward. And social intelligence, all of that is possible only if you have social intelligence in place. You need to know society, you need to know what things are happening, and the ability to communicate, and the ability to work together. These are critical skills that you would need. Move on. I'll probably, if you have time, I'll talk about it. Yeah, just move. Forward. And the final one is about impactful. How impactful are you? Because that reflects on your very purpose in life. Have you been impactful? Have you been impactful? In whatever ways that you want to be. Have you made a difference to somebody's life? Have you made a difference to the environment? Have you made a difference to the world? So if you don't have these skills, and these are all independent of the sector that you're going to be in. One of those ways, and this is something that I advocate last time as well, is to look at, can you be an eternal problem solver? Can you be an eternal problem solver? Identify a problem in your school, solve it. Friends together, getting together. You have a problem at home, can you come get together, solve that problem? Can you identify problems in the community? In organizations, the student management, the school management committee members, they come from industry, they have a problem, they would like to share with you. Would you be ready to solve that for them? Can you become a problem solver anytime, anywhere? Because when you do that, all your skills are automatically getting enhanced, all those skills. And students are not bad at it. And I'll give you a few examples. I've taken a few examples from the Indian context, except one or two. Water purification using moringa seeds. It's by, in 2015, a group of students, school students from Tamil Nadu. I can give you details if anybody wants. In the United States, early wildfire detection. 2019, a high school student from California developed a fire prediction and early detection system. Kenya, elephant protection using bee sounds was done by a group of young Kenyan students when they noted that elephants are naturally scared of bees. I saw this, and then I have a friend in Wayanad in Kerala where there are problems with elephants, and they are now developing a project, the school and college students. I'm very happy if that goes forward. I've taken other examples from India. The low-cost braille printer, Shubham Banerjee, a teenager from Uttar Pradesh. Solar-powered irrigation, Chetan Kumar Reddy, a class 10 student from Andhra Pradesh. Pedal-powered washing machine, Ramya Jose, a student from Kerala. Device to predict silent heart attacks, Akash Manoj, a student from Tamil Nadu. Corn dehusker, Lalit Patida. It's a long list. But think about what these students have learned. They've used that vertical understanding of technology and science, identified community problems, and have solved them. In the process, the growth skills have got enhanced, their attention management has increased, resilience, they would have failed and then come back and done that again. If you look at the stories of each of this, their critical thinking, creativity, social intelligence, I'm absolutely sure they've had an impact, isn't it? So are you able to do that? That's a way to learn to future-proof yourself. In other words, if your school is so perfect and you don't have any problems, that's not the school that you should be in. If you are in a place where there are no problems, run away from there. The more the challenges for you in life, and if you're a believer, God gives you that challenges. And those are the best things to happen in life. Because that's the way you solve and become more successful in life. I just want to show this picture. Again, thanks to AI, my friend these days. As a footballer, you don't run to where the ball is. You run to where you think the ball is going to come. Okay, you don't pass it to somebody. You play the ball in such a way that the other person reaches there. You don't take up a career which is there. You should always look at where is this career going to be. And I'm going to end with my last slide here, and I promise. I don't have much time, but I'm sure this is what your faculty members are talking to you all the time. Because this is all about purpose in life. That's what counts at the end of the day. And that's the unique mark you leave on the world. And the meaningful impact on the hearts and lives of people. If you've done that, that's what you should consider as success in life. Are you able to do that? I hope it made sense to you. I apologize for the time that I've taken. I really apologize for it. I can find that I've taken a long time. But I'm looking at all of you as the chairman. how the program initially said, the citizens of tomorrow. You're not citizens of tomorrow, you're citizens of today. And people talk about school life as the best period in their life, isn't it? School life is the best period in their life. I don't think so. Every period in your life is beautiful. It depends on you. The future that you're talking about here, which seems to be on the other side of you, is with you. As long as you understand your purpose. And people talk about impact as if when you're in your deathbed, I need to think about what impact I made to people and their lives. No. You're 15, 16-year-olds. What impact have you made to the lives of people already? You already have 15 years. You've already spent 15 years. Every year, you need to think about what is the impact on the hearts and lives of people. And that would decide whether you're successful or not. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the patience.
Thank you, sir. May I request the chief guest to remain on stage? Sir. Thank you, sir. We are deeply grateful for the invaluable perspective you have shared today. As a token of our gratitude, we request the Chairman, Board of Directors to present a memento to our chief guest. I invite our Student Council members to escort the Chairman, Board of Directors, Vice Chairman, Board of Directors, and the President, School Management Committee, along with the Principal, to the stage.
Was it too long? Boring?
No, sir.
Was it too long? Be honest.
Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. May I request our principal to accompany the esteemed guests back to their seats. Madam Hanan Al-Balushi, an experienced educational senior supervisor with a remarkable career spanning 32 years. Ma'am is a competent professional, adept of handling diverse responsibilities, and possesses exceptional organizational abilities. Ma'am's key exceptional communication skills, which helps her to establish seamless interactions and foster collaboration among team members. By staying up to date with the technological advancements, Ma'am aims to further enhance her abilities and contribute to the success of educational initiatives in this digital age.
We would like to present a memento to our esteemed guest of honor as a token of our gratitude for spending her valuable time with us. May I invite Dr. Shivakumar Manikyam, Chairman, Board of Directors, to do the honors. I request our Student Council members to escort our guest of honor, Madam Hanan Al-Balushi, Dr. Shivakumar Manikyam, Chairman, Board of Directors, Mr. Shamir PTK, Vice Chairman, Board of Directors, Mr. Shalimar Moideen, Chairperson, AVENIR 2023, Mr. Vinod Kumar K, Vice Chairperson, AVENIR 2023, and Chairperson, Career Expo, Mr. Vijay Sharana Shankaran, President, School Management Committee, and our Principal to the stage.
May I also request Mr. Sirajuddin Helid, Director in Charge, to join them on stage. As a token of appreciation for hosting this mega event, AVENIR 2023, the Board of Directors would like to felicitate the host school, Indian School Darsid, by presenting a memento. We request the Chairman, Board of Directors, to felicitate the host school. May I request Chairperson AVENIR, Vice Chairperson AVENIR, President School Management Committee, and our Principal to receive the memento on behalf of Indian School Darsid for the success of this mega event, AVENIR 2023. We also request Vice Chairman, Board of Directors, Mr. Shamir PTK, to join the Chairman to felicitate the host school.
Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. It's an honor to invite our principal to accompany the esteemed guests back to their designated seats. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. We are grateful and thankful to all those who have been associated with AVENIR 2023. A person who demonstrates exemplary leadership, fostering a positive learning environment, and integrating innovative technologies, ensuring that we are prepared for the digital landscape of the future.
It is with great reverence I invite Mr. Amar Srivastav, Principal, Indian School Darsid, to propose the vote of thanks. May I request the Student Council members to escort Sir to the stage.
Esteemed guests, invited dignitaries, dear parents and beloved students, a very pleasant morning to all of you. I stand before you with immense gratitude and a heart full of appreciation as we conclude the remarkable journey of AVENIR 2023, a three-day extravaganza that unfolded under the auspices of Board of Directors, Indian Schools in Oman, and graciously hosted by Indian School Darsid. First and foremost, I extend my sincere thanks to our honorable chief guest, Dr. G.R. Kiran, whose thought-provoking address added immense value to our valedictory function. Your insights and wisdom have felt an indelible mark on all of us, especially the future skills which you have discussed moments before, and I'm sure the students sitting here must have taken a serious note of it. A special note of appreciation for our guest of honor, Ms. Hana Al-Balushi, whose meaningful Presence has resonated deeply with the gathering. Your presence was truly an honor, and we are grateful for the time you dedicated to share with us. Thank you so very much, ma'am. I express my deepest gratitude to Dr. Shivakumar Manikam, the Chairman of Board of Directors, for presiding over this function. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Your constant support throughout the event, your leadership has been instrumental in making this AVENIR 2023 a resounding success. Thank you so very much, sir. My sincere gratitude to Mr. Shamir PTK, the Vice Chairman, the Board of Directors, for his benign presence and his throughout support is very much appreciated. Thank you so much, sir. A heartfelt thank you to Dr. Sangeet, who has traveled all the way from UAE as an inspirational speaker. He will be addressing us very soon, and we are eagerly looking forward to your session. And our students are more than eager to listen to you in advance. I thank you so very much. And we are all ready to have a very vibrant session just after a short break. I extend my sincere appreciation to our President of School Management Committee, Mr. Vijay Sharvanan Sankran, Mr. Shalimar Moideen, the Chairperson, AVENIR 2023, Mr. Vinod Kumar K., Vice Chairperson, AVENIR and Career Expo Chairman, and other esteemed members of the School Management Committee for their relentless and unwavering guidance and support. Your commitment to the success of this event has been truly remarkable, so thank you very much. I extend my gratitude to Mr. Vinova MP, the Senior Principal and Education Advisor, Board of Directors, and Mr. Sirajuddin Nehalat, Director in Charge, for their valuable guidance. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to acknowledge the timely and invaluable guidance provided by Mr. Alex, the Assistant Education Advisor, whose insights have been crucial in navigating the various aspects of this mega event. Thank you very much, Alex, sir. On this very occasion, I would like to say a big thank you to the principals of other Indian schools in Oman who supported the event by sending their students to our school for attending the various career talk sessions. A special word of gratitude to my very talented colleagues whose dedication and hard work had been the backbone of AVENIR 2023. The members of various organizing committees, along with their in-charges, worked tirelessly, and your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Our online career talk sessions were conducted flawlessly, thanks to the IT team of the school and the students for their meticulous planning and a very successful execution. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the school administration and maintenance department for their support, ensuring that every logical detail was seamlessly managed, contributing significantly to the success of AVENIR 2023. On behalf of the school management, I would like to acknowledge the support of Mr. Lichihas Hussain and his team from LinksMice for organizing the Career Expo, which is an integral part of AVENIR 2023. Sincere thanks to the LinksMice team sitting here. Last but not the least, our sincere appreciation goes to our sponsors, in particular, Khimji Ramdas and Jan, deemed to be the university, as silver sponsor, Kellogg's as bronze sponsor, and Tijan Furnishing, LLC, Muscat Pharmacy, Malabar Gold and Diamonds, Lulu Exchange, Al Raha, Hala Medical Center, and Brilliant International, whose generous support has played a pivotal role in making AVENIR a grand success. Thank you very much to all the sponsors. In closing, I express my deepest gratitude to everyone present here today. AVENIR 2023 has been a journey of collaboration, inspiration, and learning, and your collective efforts have made it a resounding success. Thank you. And may our students continue to achieve success and experience growth in their academic and professional endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I request the student council members to escort sir back to his seat. As we conclude AVENIR 2023, let's carry forward the connections made, the lessons learned, and the memories created. Remember that this is not just an end, but a beginning, a stepping stone towards a brighter and more fulfilling future. Before we disperse, let us brief you about the next session to be held at 10:45 a.m. Please join us by 10:45 a.m. at the same venue to listen to the career talk by Dr. Sangeet Abraham, inspirational speaker and youth development expert. Dear all, you are requested to wait till the dignitaries have left the auditorium. The audience are requested to wait in the auditorium for the next career talk. Thank you all and have a good day.